The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
So I got a few letters that I wanted to read for y'all today. Y'all see all this BS that's going on? Let's get into some other people's stuff that we don't know. Calling her a gold digger for what? Baby, if it were me and you pursued me that way, oh, your pockets would be empty, bro. Your pockets would be empty. The movie Grease got y'all fucked up. Everybody want a bad boy. I don't know, my sisters, y'all gotta learn to love yourself, babies. What are y'all doing? You can't love anyone until you love yourself first, and that is gospel. Can't nobody love you if they don't love themselves. We all know I'm big on the truth and transparency. Well, hello there. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me fine? Hey, and Bernadette. Hey, self love, love yourself. The of you. How are y'all doing? I know y'all think I'm away from people to come in, but I'm not. Cause you know what? If I wait for people, it's so much going on. So I appreciate y'all hitting the like on your way in. How you doing, the Ghetto View? So, um, we're gonna start with the letters because I got a couple, and one of them is like really long. So I want to get into it, and they can catch it on the replay. Isn't that what y'all tell me? Okay, so the first one says, I 22 non-binary went through my partner. We're not gonna play these games, okay? Hey, J. Paris, thank you for coming in. Went through my partner. My partner's 22, also non-binary. Phone without permission and find out that they're lying to me. What do I do? See, I'm gonna be nice because I already my mom always told me when you look for something you bound to find it. Hey, Hood Scriptures, Creole Butterfly. Hey, J. Parrish. Hey, youngest boo. So before I say anything, I am very aware that what I did was wrong. It isn't an excuse, but I have severe paranoia, and oftentimes actually end up being a correct gut feeling, like it was for this time. I shouldn't have done it. I regret it with all of me for breaching their privacy and for ruining my own ability for ruining my own ability to be ignorant. My partner and I ran into a rocky patch in February, and they had a group of our mutual friends that they confided in. Things got better. We talked everything out, and the progress was made and visible, tangible. Changes happened in our dynamic. However, around a month ago, I saw they had a notification in the group chat with those friends by chance. I never go through their phone. I don't ask to read their messages or anything. We're open and I don't mind them talking to people, so it's never been a problem. But knowing the discussions they had before in February, it made me sick to think about. So, women to think about. So I did the worst possible thing and opened it. There I saw them ranting angrily about every disagreement, every annoying behavior of mine, and I saw our mutual friends agreeing with them. I saw them all saying how they don't really like me anymore, how they just keep me around because I'm interesting to watch, and saying really mean and hurtful stuff that was more than just criticism. I'm sorry, which was more than just criticism of our relationship issues, but as me as a person. Since that, then I've tried many times to extend an olive branch to my partner and to both of those friends, and asked if there was anything wrong or anything I could do for them, or anything they needed at all. Open the floor to discussing it. If I did, open the door to discussing if I did something off. All of them mentioned, but my partner has admitted to me before they have a telegram locked behind a passcode. I don't know where they talk. to one women. I don't know where they talk to one of these friends too, which is I assume where all of the worst stuff is. I don't know what to do. Mind your business. That's my whole point. If you had minded your business from the very beginning, you wouldn't know none of this stuff. And now that you know, what are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing, because you're still sitting there. You sit up there asking us, what should you do, when you know you're not going to change the dynamic of it. And then this letter really got me because all of the these and them. I thought I was in the beef sector when they was writing this note, because everybody's non-binary, so you don't know when she's talking about a collective or just a person. It was real hard for me. But anywho, getting back to what I was saying, I don't feel when, like I said before, when you look for something, you're bound to find it. Um, and there's really no reason for. I mean, what do you saying? What do you want to know? You want to know? Um, I don't know what to do. I know my relationship is over. I know that this ruins everything, but I'm having an impossible time letting go. We share everything, and they keep on saying everything is okay. I just don't know what to do anymore. You know they're lying. You know there's a problem with you. So why are you sitting around waiting for him to tell you that them, I keep saying him, I'm sorry, them to tell you that there's a problem that you already know? Have some dignity. They don't want to be bothered anymore. They like they said, they like to keep you around. And if you want to just be around to be a spectacle, that's on you. But I can't see it. You can't hear me in Bernadette. Hey T Danielle, how you doing, boy? Hey Mr. William, hey Miss Queenie, hey Coco. Okay. Now this one is kind of long, so y'all bear with me. It says it starts off with, I cheated on my wife for 26 years. We tried to work on things, but she says I'm still not meeting her needs, and she's going to leave me when the last kid goes to college. My wife and I have always had problems. Before the kids were born, we were having problems, and having problems with sex. She was molested as a kid, and I got a lot of refusals, and things were awkward even when we had sex. We went to counseling together. She made it clear she was never going to revisit the trauma, but we did make progress and improve the way we communicated. We did in vitro fertilization and got a pair of wonderful twin boys. Things were going okay. Then we had our third kid and decided to move back to the Midwest to be closer to our parents. She hated it. Sex pretty much stopped, along with most communication. Then I threw my back out and had to spend 2 weeks laying down. She resented that I was laying down while she was busy and yelled at me a lot in anger for things I didn't even do. She made it very clear that she was frustrated, and there were 2 weeks, and those 2 weeks drove a big wedge between us. I felt she didn't care anymore and wasn't there for me when I was at my most vulnerable. I found happiness with someone else and cheated on her. Hey King Roman, hey GG305, hey Coco, hey Jay. Um, I found happiness with someone else and cheated on her. It didn't last long, and I realized that I couldn't leave. I needed her and the kids in my life. The little family we had was really all I ever wanted, and I still thought we could fix our issues. I never told her, and we moved back west and found another couple's therapist. We made slight progress, but not much. Kids got older, we got busy, and things settled into a routine. And we had sex maybe 2 dozen times a year. She said she could tell I was getting growly in the relationship, and so she remembered to give me sex, but it was clear that things were still broken. The kids turned 18, went to college. I got a travel job, and the space between us helped without getting women. The space between us helped without getting there and getting triggered by each other constantly. We oh Lord, people need to know where to put their commas and stuff, 'cause this is crazy. We got along better. She told me later she realized I was going to leave and started trying to change and fix things. She never told me that I was gone. and I was gone after all the years of neglect. And I again cheated on her. This time I really was going to leave. That whole line just, oops, that whole line was just crazy. This time I really was going to leave. Hey, left turn, hey, boo. How are you? Hey, Zab, thank you for coming in. Thank y'all for coming in. Please hit the like button. Then COVID hit. She called me on the phone with the other woman, and that affair came out. She said she still wants to work on things and she still loved me. And I said I would give us another try and broke it off with the other woman. I really been trying since that time, and for the past 3.5 years, I haven't contacted the other woman. I haven't even thought about cheating again, and I'm clear in my head that if we were ever to get to that point again, I would leave first before cheating again. She really started to change and to listen to me. I thought this is what we really needed. A scare to make us both reevaluate priorities. Okay. We went to a new therapist and things did get better. But I have a wave of wait a minute. Okay, we and things happened, things did get better. But I had a wave of depression wash over me, which has now been there for about 2 years. I was hospitalized and have been trying a whole slew of medication, mm, medications, none of which, maybe I got to switch pages, have helped so far. I'm working on getting ketamine therapy, working with my therapist. The number one issue is my relationship with my wife. I don't feel the closeness I needed in my partner. And we were working on that. I was working to build up trust with her and was working on giving her more attention and trying to be more vulnerable and communicate better and all that. First of all, okay, now my turn. It's not. Let me finish reading the letter because I'm really pissed with this person. Um, then she found out about the old affair, the one from when the kids were little. We struggled for a few months, and she said she was going to go out there and have an affair of her own, but then recanted and said she made her peace. I'm sorry. Then she recanted and said she made her peace with it and still wanted to fix things. But a few months later, she realized she's not over it. She said she's leaving as soon as our last kid goes off to college in a year. She said that because it was so long ago and that I lied about it so long, it's like our entire marriage was a lie. It's killing me. My depression was already really bad, and I had lost most of my friends in life when COVID hit. For the past few years, I've been trying my hardest to make it up to her and be there, but she always says I'm still not meeting her needs. I've lost most of my friends. My kids are moving out, and now I've lost her because it was all my fault, cheating and depression. I'm feeling terrible guilt and feeling lower than I've ever felt in my life. I went to her crying and she pushed me away and repeated that she won't continue to live like this. I don't know if I can start. I don't know if I can stand living in the same house as her, knowing she's done for the next year. She said she'll go to therapy again with me, but made it pretty clear that she had no hope of fixing things. I can't stop crying, and you shouldn't stop crying because this is all your fault. First of all, you cheated. You didn't want to communicate. I mean, there's so many layers to this BS. Um, you knew when you married your wife that there was trauma there, and that she did not want to revisit that trauma, and that y'all had done some counseling, and then you said things were going pretty well, and then the next thing I know is you're saying that you cheated. Your kids are small then. Then you say you everything was fine again. Y'all moved from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Midwest. Then y'all back to the West Coast. So my whole thing is you've moved several times. Things weren't going well. The whole relationship has been rocky from the very beginning. It seems like um the only time y'all really communicate is when y'all are in therapy. It's not like on a day to day basis y'all really talk to one another or even interact. Then for you to cheat again prior to COVID and your wife find out about it, you said everything you thought this was what she needed was a scare to get y'all to communicate. That's some BS. Y'all could have communicated long before that, and it didn't need to be another woman in the picture. But then you called it off with the other woman, right? Then again, y'all have more problems. Huh? Hey, Courtney S. And Bernadette, I do not know what you're saying, baby. Hey, Indigo. Exactly. Wasting all that money on therapy because they just could have just talked. But anywho, now that you're now that you've been caught, y'all get along better. And you're trying to say you thought the scare was everything she needed. Then COVID hits and you're stuck with your wife. Now that COVID's over, y'all go back to therapy again. Your wife says, oh, I'm sorry. She finds out about the first affair you had. How? I don't know. When I mean, the kids was little and the oldest are in college. So we talking like something that happened like 20 years ago. Why that was brought up, I will never know. But apparently, you wanted to come clean. You wanted to come clean with her, and it bit you in your butt. You suffered. You said that you spent time in the hospital for 2 years. For a year, you were hospitalized. You've been suffering with depression for over 2 years, meaning your wife was again left alone. Not only you've cheated on her now twice, kind of like cheated again with the lack of communication, the type of job that you used to. I mean, you separation was mainly your whole. Hey, Daniel Bray, separation was basically y'all whole marriage. Everything was separated. Um, Now you talking about you crying because she wants to leave in a year. I think both of y'all will do better apart. You don't want to be left alone, but she's been alone. You have to realize that you pretty much left her out there, and now that the kids are growing up on their way to once this last one has gone to college in a year, she told you, hey, TSW. She's told you that she doesn't want to be bothered anymore. She's ready to move on, and I think you should let her. Um, I don't feel that she should have to sit there and wait for you yet again to get your shit together. I think it's unfair of you to even want her to sit there and wait for you to get your stuff together. I mean, you have been selfish through this whole relationship, but exactly, bossy Dundee. It definitely sounds like a prison, and neither one of them was totally free. Neither one of them. It's just sad, and it seems like they just relished in it. Okay, some of this stuff, I don't know. I got. How you doing, baby? How are you, bossy Dundee? Okay, y'all. I got one more letter. Um, I think it's only one. Oh no, it's two. Okay, so this next letter is hi. Hey, yeah. I just found out my husband of 9 years cheated on me with a trans woman 3 times. According to him, she only gave him a hand job and he only touched her boobs and butt. Additionally, I found out he was on LGT women, LGBTQA, as my girlfriend says, the LGBTQIA dating apps with the intention of receiving pictures and news from trans women, but not of their penis specifically. Girl, this is what he said. He also frequently watched trans women porn. He is claiming that he's only interested in that for the boobs, butt, and pretty faces, but is denying having an interest in the sexual organ they have. I am struggling to understand this and why he thought. out specifically pre-op trans women if he wasn't into the penis aspect of it all. Can someone shed some light on this issue? Am I being closed minded? Hey, Happy Life. Hey, Joy Bonds. Hey, Hood Script girl. Right, 9 years. Okay, so she has another part. She says she knows that cheating is the main issue, and I want to assure everyone I'm done with this relationship marriage. There's no future, and I know that. I suppose I've been manipulated so well that it's hard for me to believe myself at this point. So I'm seeking validation on what I believe to be truth. Unless I'm not understanding something, he is denying that he has interest in them having penises, and it's driving me crazy. Absolutely no shame on anyone's interest. Absolutely no shame on anyone's interest attractions either. I just want to know I'm not crazy for thinking he only sought out these women because of their sexual organs. If it was only about oh, it's thundering. If it was only about their pretty faces, butts, and boobs, then he could just been watching regular porn, right? I feel like, hey, Ken, I feel like for him to, hey, Berber, thank you, everybody coming in. I feel like for him to be attracted to trans women, he's watching their porn. He's on apps with trans women. He is. I don't know what app it is. TAIMI. I don't know what that is. But and then also Grindr. So your husband is actively searching out trans women, um, but steadily telling you it's only about their faces, their boobs, and their behind. But he's only watching trans porn and been on LGBTQIA sites. So if you would like to believe that your husband is only um interested in the parts that you already have, then something is wrong with you and you're very delusional. I feel like you might as well go ahead and leave because you're not what he wants. You're not who he's attracted to. And it's better to it's better to save yourself now instead of waiting till later. You've already been into this relationship. What was this? 9 years? Yeah, and you've already been into this for 9 years. There's no need to hold on any longer. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be. I mean, it's like snatch the band-aid off already and stop being delusional. Why would you even believe that? I mean, there are a lot of pretty heterosexual women that if he was just interested in those body parts, those the body parts that he named, that he could have went there. So right, he shouldn't be on any dating sites, but he's only on gay dating sites. Gay or straight ladies, always put yourself first. Always. You better know about Bossy Don David. I just don't understand why she's so willing to believe that he's only into. I mean, I don't know if she's trying to fool herself. No, he wants pre-op trans women. Miss Gemini. He does he that all the women have penises. All the pictures that he had the one he likes pre-op. I don't understand why she's trying to believe that he's only interested in the parts that she already body parts that she herself has. So I mean, she can keep trying to be delusional, but I wish she gave us more information on it because my whole thing is what is she getting out of this relationship? Exactly. She's the only one being fooled. Right. But he keeps telling Miss Gemini, he keeps telling her that he's only interested in the boobs, the butt, and the pretty face. That's everything that his wife has. He only watches trans female porn. and he's on Grinder and some cycle. I guess it's called Tammy. Ooh, it's not even good about it. Okay, so yeah, because she can't understand how he was with her, but he still prefers a pain. I mean, I'm quite sure she's heard of people being a beard. It's getting bad out here. Let me see if I can get through this last letter. It's kind of long, y'all. Let me see how long this one. Mm, okay. Dear y'all, yeah, I'm having a hard time coping with my wife after 10 years of marriage now that she has an autoimmune disease. I know it sounds self-centered and not a good and not a good husband look, but let me just tell you this. Just hear me out. We have 3 kids, and our marriage has hit many rough patches throughout its lifetime. And mind you, they've been married for 10 years, and they have 10 years and 3 kids. But we have always made it out stronger in the end and have gotten through things that would have ended some marriages. I adore my wife. In fact, I am more in love with her now than I was when we first got together. And I try to show it in every way. I make sure to compliment her daily. I leave her surprise love notes of varying length hidden in different places throughout the week. And I always give her love hugs and kisses that she deserves. I made sure to have her I make sure to have her my number one priority in the belief that if her and I are each other's top priority, our house will be happier and the kids will be even happier than if we only focused on them. It's important to me that they see how 2 people should love each other and take care of one another. My wife used to be like this, and in the past couple of years, things started changing. She appreciates all I do for her, and she that most verbally lets me know that most of the time. But she has an autoimmune disease that has made her joints hurt to the point that sometimes she can't use her hands or even walk well. She is so tired most of the time, in pain in random parts of her body, and because of mm, because of that, she is irritable at times. But I seem to have been getting the worst of it all. She makes no effort. She makes an effort to the kids to show them she cares and tries to do things with them. And when her dad calls her, she is the sweetest person in the world to him. But then to me, it's like I get what's left, and it's normally nothing. The kisses and hugs that I usually get are quick half attempts unless I ask for a better hug or kiss. She admits she has a hard time showing her love for me in actions, but tells me how much she loves me and appreciates me. We have had conversations a few times, and she always says she knows she needs to work on it, but not being a priority to her has started to really take a toll on me. Lately, I know what she is going through, and I understand it, but I don't get why I have to act so much to still be her husband. To make things easier for her, I literally do everything around the house. I work full time. I cook. I clean. I take care of the kids. When I am home, I am the one who bathes our youngest. I take care of the finances, pay off her debt that wait a minute. I take care of the finances and pay off her debt that was a surprise. I help her I help her find her doctor and dentist appointments and other small things around the house. You doing what a husband's supposed to do. Okay, let me finish. I'm almost done, y'all. Long story short, I do everything to make her life easier with her disease, and I feel like she is using me for everything she wants because I make it happen to have her to get it. I'm not looking for appreciation, but you are, or any payment in return. But I just want her to show she loves me in small actions like she used to do. When we talk about it, she gets upset and says she struggles with her disease and that is why she does not try harder. But from my point of view, it looks like she is just using me. I find myself on the fence on how to cope with our life. Now, also studies show there's a 50% divorce rate when someone in the marriage has this disease, and it's because the person who feels like the other person feels like they're on the back seat. Whew, he getting on my nerves, y'all. He really getting on my nerves. Y'all know this hit close to home for me. How can I process the situation better being in my position? I cannot do anymore. I don't want to keep having arguments over the same issues. There's a lot more I could add to give more clarity to our marriage and position, but this would turn into a book. Thanks to COVID, trying to find a therapist puts you. Wait a minute. Trying to find a therapist puts you on a 58-person wait list. Um, so we haven't had in, I put 58-person wait list. We haven't been able to go to therapy. What should I do? Let me see what y'all saying because I'm really pissed with him. First of all, what happened to marriage vows? Isn't that what marriage is about? For better, for worse, richer, for poor, through sickness and health. What the what? I mean, it's good as long as you're able body and you can love on me like I want you to. You can do everything you used to do. Um, maybe y'all. Okay. Hey, who scriptures? Okay, he's lying through his big mouth. Yeah, I believe so. He's lying through his big mouth. I don't know. It's very important. I hope the person truly look within and chooses herself. Yeah, that's from the last one. Yeah, I guess he missed in sickness. Yeah, he definitely missed that part in sickness and in health. Um, it's amazing to me. He's being used for doing the things that she was doing in the very beginning. When he does it, it's being used. When she did it, it was her duty as a wife. Um, I just feel like it's very one sided, and autoimmune disease, you never know what part of your body it's going to affect, and it can be a different part day every day. So just for him to feel like because she isn't lovey dovey and wants to love up on him intimately, I just feel like he's being very selfish. It's a lot that goes on with having an autoimmune disease. Um, yeah, a lot of people do leave out a lot of their vows. Hey Jill, how you doing? I just don't understand how. Well, you know what? I do understand because, and let me get on my soapbox because I'm getting ready to get to what I've always said. I feel like we have become a microwave society. Everything is quick now and in a hurry. We don't want to take our time to do anything. We want to jump in bed with these people. We want to jump and get married without knowing people. We jump to do everything. We want everything quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I'm so sick of it. And that is why we're in the society we have today. Everyone is so jaded. These punk ass parents that want their kids to grow up, but don't even give them a childhood. Y'all want them to be grown from the very beginning. Everything is fast paced. Oh, y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get back on. Hey, brother. Oh, everything is. I'm just so tired of everything being fast. Everything is doesn't have to be so fast. We the kids aren't even kids anymore. They spend 90% of their time on some type of electrical device. They don't go outside. They don't ride bikes. They don't do anything. I mean, it's just crazy to me. It's like we have become so soft. Nothing is what it used to be. And that's why I feel like people are so warped now. I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, I'm not saying the world was perfect. Like I was living in what is it? Where did Andy Griffith and them live? But you know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like I lived Mayberry, USA. I didn't live in Mayberry, USA. I didn't have an Aunt B, but it wasn't the same thing. Hey, Rennie. They rush into everything. Everything has got to be so quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I just don't like it. I don't like what we've become. People are jaded. No one is caring. It's very seldom you find the people with empathy and or sympathy. Everybody wants to tell you an empath, but don't have empathy for the next person. You swear you feeling something, but it's not there. So yeah, it has to be hell to be physically sick and emotionally miserable. Exactly. And then physically sick, emotionally miserable, and your partner is saying that you thinks that you're using them because you can't do the things that you used to do. People are not sitting down communicating about feelings. No, and they feel like the only way they can communicate feelings is with a therapist. A therapist should be an addition to the communication that you try to make that you have on a daily basis. It shouldn't be the only time y'all communicate. It's just so weird to me that we have come to a point in our lives, in our time, that we just don't care. It's sad when we see stuff about okay, let me and I y'all know y'all don't know what I'm getting ready to say. The fact that they air quotes say that the president, that ex president, former president was shot. Nobody really cared. You know what I'm saying? We were so jaded that it was, I believe, a police officer that died, or a firefighter, and the little boy that did the shooting. We could care less. We didn't care nothing about it. Hey, OG Beauty, right? Joy Bonds. There is more self help available than just conventional therapy. His whole thing was, he said thanks to COVID, we have a 58-person wait list. Okay, you had a wait list. It's not that bad. I mean, you can still try at home. Hey, that's true, yeah, but remember it was Donald Trump. I understand it was Donald Trump, but I'm talking about the firefighter. It was a fire. It was a city employee that lost his life in the process of that. We have not heard anything about that. We have become numb to shootings, um, death in general. It really doesn't bother us anymore. It's just like we don't care. Hey, so bomb. There is no empathy. There is no sympathy. We have become like our hearts have become just stone. It's very seldom you find people that genuinely care about other people, and when we do, we have a tendency to use them or think that um we have a tendency to use them and we use them up. It's just really weird. Exactly. I call it we are the microwave time. Folks out here living their lives like a microwave, nuking aspect of nuking every aspect of their lives. Exactly. Marriage, children. I swear, I want to ask y'all something. When the last time y'all seen a little girl playing with paper dolls or playing jacks, jumping double dutch, playing four corners? Any of the kids, everything, not just minutes. They want it in milliseconds. Hush up, hush up. Sorry about that, y'all. She bought more than that today than called the people. Okay, yeah. So everything they want, everything. I mean, it's just so weird to me that the world that we've come to live in. Right, even in the smaller cities, people are moving faster. You haven't seen one, but you know who you do see jumping rope? Adults, 30, 40, 50 year olds. It has been a long time since you've seen a child play outside. Now organized sports, you'll see them out there at the football team, a cheerleader, but it's organized sports. But I'm just talking about kids just going outside and just playing. Yes, people have definitely become desensitized and they're very jaded. They just don't care anymore. I mean, It used to be a time if you saw a man whooping a woman's tail on a corner, somebody gonna jump in. That's not the case anymore. You say become a Mennonite. It's so funny, Bab, because I have god kids that are Mennonite. I have three, a set of twin boys and their little sister. They're Mennonite. Um, they still play basketball when they not fighting. It's very seldom that you see that though. Southern over, it's just so weird that the time. I mean, I taught my granddaughter, the youngest one, how to play jacks. The oldest one don't want to learn. But it was just the mere fact these are things that are lost. That I mean, I don't even know if Gen Z even played jacks and stuff. I really don't know. I feel like we were the last generation to do it. Now, a day's too many shoes. Okay, my phone is going crazy. Now nowadays, too many shootings. Everything is about a shooting, and that's another thing. We had shootings. I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't people didn't get killed or wasn't shot, but it wasn't just willy nilly. People learned. People used to fight, and I feel like I'm gonna get on another soapbox, but okay, I feel like things really changed in the '80s after the crack um epidemic. I feel like a lot of mothers were hooked on crack and they didn't come home. Girl, give me one. Oh, thank you. They said thank you so much. Girl, so the mother we used to have junkie mothers that were on heroin and they came home. Even though they might be gnawed and everything, when they got home, they still was home. You know what I'm saying? The crack epidemic made mothers be gone for weeks at a time. Um, trying to get that rock. The father was in jail. So basically these kids basically raised themselves. They didn't learn to fight. They didn't learn how to ride a bike. They did. I mean, it was so much that they didn't learn, and now we're seeing the results of it because they were had lives that were. I'm not saying all of them, but you know, there's a vast number of them. They never learned to do anything. So instead of fighting or doing anything, they got guns, and then they started having babies, and it was babies having babies. It's just been a whole lot. Hey, cool ass chick. Right. How many? I mean, what is it? The rec. Remember the rec centers? Everybody went to the rec. In the summertime, they fed the kids breakfast and lunch. They could be there all day. Um, I'm a millennial, so I definitely played outside. You played outside? Okay, hood scripture. This time of year, we could have been out in the street playing street football and some random version of tag. Right. Hide and go get it. I know what random version of tag you're talking about, but yeah, hide and go get it. I mean, it's just so different now. It's so many things that have been cut out that our children don't have, and it's totally effective. The more they kept cutting things out, taking away from them, the more the quality of life that we had has been diminished to the point now that everybody is so jaded. Exactly. That's what it. Now the Q boys was always playing bowl, always playing. But let me tell you something. Back in my day, y'all Q boys that y'all had, good God Almighty, them whew, times they are changed. Now I be looking at my saber tooth tiger, but I will look. I ain't gonna touch, but I'ma look. Um, yeah, I was there when I was younger playing. What is Skelly? Hey, Angel Ray. Yeah, y'all know y'all play hide and go get it. Y'all can stop playing. Y'all played that. Hey, Vibrant. I stayed at the basketball games growing up. I stayed partying. I played basketball until I got expelled and I couldn't play. anymore. But when I came back to school, I got expelled, but then I had to go to neither here nor there. Anyway, I came back, I could only be a manager. Um, can y'all hear all that thunder? Uh, hey Tanya, how are you, baby? We used to ride bikes and walk every dang where millennial childhood was from. Baby, we only way. I mean, we left in the morning time, came home just before the lights came on, and if you got caught out there without the lights being on, it wasn't no running in and out. We was gone all damn day. You love the sound of thunder. I do not, because I know the lightning coming behind it. Mr. William, y'all pay high and go get it too. Uh huh. I'm doing good, boo. Yes, red light, green light. Do y'all remember Four Corners? It was so many things that we did that you just never see anymore. Dodgeball. The only people you see playing dodgeball these days are adult teams that they actually have a tournament here in DC. But yeah, I ain't playing that. You ain't gonna hit me with nothing. We play red light, green light. What was the hopscotch? I'm trying to think of something else we played. It was just so many things. You made the skelly caps out of the water tops and filled them with wax to pluck around the skelly board that was painted. Girl, I don't know what that is. We ain't play skelly. Wait a minute, let me put this up because I can't see. Neither of my parents or my granny would let us run in and outside. No, hell no, you better. If you ran in and out, if you ran in, your ass not getting back out. Um, yep, letting out our good air. Your family had a dodgeball game 2 weeks ago. Was it adults or were the children involved? Yep, Red Rover, send whoever right over. Girl, let me tell you, when my son was young, I would actually every summer I would take one day off, um, every month, one day off, and we had a water fight. I would buy tons of balloons. We would be filling them up. We would do drive-bys. The whole neighborhood would be involved. We used to have a water fight, literally chasing each other with buckets of water and the water hose. Yes, and was back then when my son was young, super soakers. He had the one with the backpack on the back. Y'all remember that one? I mean, we would. I mean, it had gotten to the point we would actually. It would be so many adults we could actually. We would do drive-by water fight. It was. I mean, it was just. It's a totally different time. You drive past somebody, throw some water on them, now they're gonna shoot you. So y'all should have had the kids out there playing kickball. I had a ball as a mother. I was the first female cub master on the Eastern Seaboard. Um, I was a youth minister. I did everything with them kids. You had a super soaker. I loved the water fights. We had so much fun. But yeah, I done went off to a whole different tangent and to forgot all about the letter. But I just want to say we all just need to take a little bit more time um, to try to show a little bit of compassion for people. Right. We could make a way out of nowhere. You know, the most jump ropes wasn't nothing but a clothesline. Um, hey Yana Boo, those used to be the good old days. Hey Cloud Nine baby. Well, y'all, I done gave y'all 49 minutes of my time today. I am gonna try to do better about coming live. I want to do a messy live. Y'all ready for a messy live? You ain't never lied, babe. You go out one skin color, come back, you blurple. Hey Blackberry. Let me play water balloons too, riding around in our cars. catching it. That was fun. You don't see that. I mean, if you can't even do that now because these people they so quick to shoot. So y'all ready for a messy live? Y'all think I should do a messy live tomorrow? What time y'all think I should go live? Because I haven't said anything about the Vegas. I haven't discussed that at all. I haven't given my opinion on that. I just want to talk about everything that's been going on. Yes, extension cords and them damn what you call it? Now see, I just drew a blank. The clothesline, the plastic, the nylon, the one with the plastic. Man, you can get hit with that. That was hell. Okay, so I think I will do a messy dive maybe around 7 o'clock tomorrow. I want to messy dive where we just get it. I just got a lot of stuff to say. I just want to get it off my chest. I have been MIA. I really have not. It hasn't been health wise. I wasn't sick. I was just like over it. It was just so dark for a minute. I mean, I know I ain't gonna get into it right now, but yeah, it's a lot of chaos demons. I'm here for it now. I, you know, I'm always for the mess, Mr. William. I ain't even gonna lie. Blackberry, I've been around. I mean, I just haven't been hitting panels. I'm getting ready to start back panel holding. Um, you know, I love panel holding. So I will see y'all tomorrow for a messy live. Yeah, I definitely need to step away because I was getting mean for no reason, for absolutely no reason. I want to talk about the Wiley thing, and it's a lot of things. This is the Rose situation. My unpopular opinion about the whole Vegas thing. I just been sitting back watching this stuff, and y'all have lost your minds out here. Y'all, I'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah, but anywho, I want to thank all of y'all for coming out here joining me. I will definitely see you tomorrow. This is not a promise I'm going to break because I definitely want to have this messy live. Um, hit the like button for me on your way out if you haven't done so. Share me out. I appreciate you all and thank you for coming. And I might have to talk about that one afterwards because that's a whole mess in itself.
So, everywhere I go, Joe, families be like, where you from? You know, whether it be New York or the UK. And I be like, I'm from DC, DC. I'm from DC, DC. I'm from DC. I'm from DC, DC. I'm from DC, DC. Yeah, and they don't believe it, you know. So I just tell them this right here. Let the beat rock, let the beat rock, let the beat rock.
Now that was a good